So now we have the live streaming on the YouTube. Dr. Derry hasn't joined us. Shailendra, please check your mic whether you are audible or not. Ajay sir, Aditi Sharma ma'am hasn't joined us. Dr. Ajay Jain sir?
I'm joining soon.
Okay, he has joined. Just hold on. Okay. Yes. Dr. Derry, I am just waiting for you.
All right.
Yes.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir. Good morning. Yes, you are perfectly audible. In a few minutes, sir, we will start.
Okay.
Yes.
Good morning, Dr. Derry.
Good morning.
Great to see you. Do you know we share the same time, Malaysia and Philippines?
Yes, the same time.
The same time, yeah. So you can travel anytime to Malaysia.
Of course, one of my favorite country, Malaysia.
Have you been here?
My brother lives in Kuala Lumpur.
Oh, that's the place where I live.
Oh,
okay. Which part of Kuala Lumpur?
Datu Keramat.
Datu Keramat. Okay, it's in the town itself. Great.
So he has been living there, I think for more than 10 years. So I've been to Malaysia for like 10 times already.
Wow, almost a Malaysian.
Hello, dear Christiana. Yes.
Good morning. Good morning to all. Hello, Dr. Supriya and
morning, Christiana.
Ciao.
Dear Christiana, I would like to request you, if possible, could you please join with your laptop?
My laptop is stay at my friend, and I'm very, very, very sorry because she need lecture some
okay, no issue
materials. Dear. Sorry.
No issue, dear. No issue. No issue.
And today, sorry, Dr. Supriya, in 2 hours, 2 hours, I will must go to logopedic practice with my daughter. I will be there, but traveling and driving, etc. I'll listen, but I cannot speak.
Yeah. No issue, dear. No issue.
Thank you.
No issue.
Thank you.
Yes. So the Christiana and dear Estara, both are our mentor of this summit.
Yes.
We are start in a few minutes. Please wait.
No problem.
Yeah, we will start in a few minutes.
Amazing the 2 weeks in the morning, yes. And we have only 3 days more.
3 days.
Yes.
Only
yes.
3 days. Yes, only 3 days.
We're going to miss each other.
Yesterday was amazing work with students.
Oh,
I stay with until the end by just listening. Amazing. They prepare professional, very professional in different schools. St. Patrick's. I was impressed, very impressed. Yes, for yesterday.
Yes, dear. Yes. Actually, yesterday we had the collaboration with the two colleges. One
Yes.
was the Imperial College Odisha, and the other one is SDPS
SDPS.
Women's College Indore. Yes.
And somebody was from St. Patrick's.
Yes,
Philippines.
yes.
Yeah, Dr. Derry.
Yes.
Who's
Yes.
that? Dr. Derry.
Actually, the whole team of Dr. Derry,
Yeah.
Yes.
Actually, Dr. Derry put his rigorous efforts to connect the student speakers, to connect the faculty speakers. So thank you, Dr. Derry. Thank you very much. Yes.
It's not
Yes.
having ordinary team. He has an army of students backing up him.
Yes. Yes, of course. Of course.
Yeah.
Yes.
It was amazing yesterday.
Yes. Dear Mari, if possible, please switch on your camera also. Dear Mari, M-A-R-I, Mari. Mari Vic, there is Mari Vic also. Yes. There is Mari Vic R. Philip. Okay. Dear Lizzie, these are your friends from Georgia? Yes. Okay. Yeah. Mari Vic. Yes. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much. Thank you. Ma'am, would you like to say something? Marivik, ma'am, would you like to say something?
Oh, hello. Good afternoon, good morning. And I am honored to join you this morning. And I am behind me, actually, we have here the turtles.
Okay, okay.
Yes. I am from St. Patrick's School with Dr. Dari Dakanai. Thank
Okay,
you.
that's very good. That's very good.
Okay.
Yes. Hello, Brigadier Sushil. Thank you very much for joining us.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, you're welcome.
Yes.
Supriya, can you please see your message? I've been sending you messages on WhatsApp.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. I'm checking, sir. I'm checking.
So mascot today is turtle. Life below sea and life below water.
Yes, sir. Yes, Brigadier Sushil, I have checked your messages. Yes, sir. You are also a speaker today. Sorry for late responding, sir.
Okay, never mind, but just tell me what time.
Sir, around 9:45, sir.
Can you make it a little later?
Little later. Okay, you
Can I
need
be
little
towards the
later.
end? Can I be
Yes.
towards the end?
Yeah, actually, sir, we have very less speakers today, sir. We
know.
have one group presentation from the Oriental University Indore. We have one solo presentation from the Georgia. We have one speaker from the Philippines, Dr. David with us, Aditi Sharma ma'am. So actually, sir, by 10:30, I guess we will sum up the summit, sir.
So can you adjust me around 10:15 or so? 10:15?
10:15. Sure, sir. Sure.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. Yes, sir. You will be the last speaker.
That'll be fine. Thank
Okay,
you.
sir. Okay. So yes, now let's start. Today I will want to make sure about the speakers list. Yes. So first of all, Ambassador Dr. King David has joined us. Ambassador Dr. King David is a speaker on behalf of Team Research Foundation of India. On behalf of Team Research Foundation of India, our global convener, Dr. Ajay Jain, is there. welcome Dr. Ajay Jain, the whole team Witty Gossip Association and the whole team of Expression Learning Resource Private Limited. Give both of you, King David and the Ajay Jain sir, a warm welcome. Thank you, Lizzie dear, for joining us from the land of Georgia. Thank you, Dr. Derry, for joining us from the land of Philippines. So the whole team of Witty Gossip Association and the whole team of Expression Learning Resource Private Limited, actually grateful to you, sir, because you have connected so many brilliant speakers, sir, on this global platform. So thank you very much, Dr. Derry, for joining us. Dear Khatuna, thank you very much to encourage your students from the land of Georgia to speak, to share their views. Yes, dear Mari. Yes, dear Mari. Thank you very much to encourage all your students to participate in this Global Peace and Sustainable Development Summit. Thank you, dear Mari. Thank you, Ambassador Dr. King David. Thank you very much. Thank you, each and everyone. Here in the speakers list, I would like to mention that we have the group presentation from the team Oriental University Indore. There are actually 3 students, 3 girls who will participate, who actually will give their group presentations. There is also a speech from the team Oriental University Indore. Rishabh, are you there? Yes.
Yes, ma'am. After.
Okay. So Rishabh Singh Chauhan will be the student speaker from the team Oriental University Indore. He will give the speech to address the SDG 14, Life Below Water. So here all the details of the speakers. We have another speaker, Brigadier Sushil Bhasin. Actually, he has a vast experience, the great speaker, the great motivational speaker, I must say. And he is one of the mentor of the team Witty Gossip Association. So thank you very much, Brigadier Sushil, for joining us. The whole team Witty Gossip Association and the team Expression Learning Resource Private Limited, so give you a warm welcome in this global platform, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. Yes. So now let's start the today's session. Thank you very much, Dr. Derry, for joining us today on the day 14. We will discuss on the very critical issue of the marine pollution, marine protection, and actually these issues are very, very critical, and we will have the discussion to address the SDG 14, the Sustainable Development Goal 14, Life Below Water, under our summit, Global Peace and Sustainable Development Summit 2023, Day 14. So first of all, I would like to request Dr. Derry, the director in academics from the St. Patrick Cuisine City School. Sir, the whole virtual stage is yours, sir. Please share your views to address the Sustainable Development Goal 14. Please, sir.
Okay, let me just share my screen.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I'm making your co-host.
Okay.
Mausam, sir, please make co-host Dr. Derry.
Okay, I can share my screen now. Okay, yeah, my apology for not showing the entire slide. I was having a problem with my other laptop. But then again, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. And thank you for being able to be part of this amazing summit. And we have learned a lot in the different SDGs. My name is Dr. Dari Idakanay. I am the Director for Academics of St. Patrick's School of Quezon City in the Philippines. So I do handle the entire school in terms of the curriculum direction, the strategic plans of the school, creativity, innovation, and anything about the academics and the students program. This morning, I will be sharing to you a research that I have conducted on the United Nations Sustainable Development Goal number 14, which is life below water, protecting and saving the green turtles as a school-based advocacy. Now, turtles have been my favorite ever since I was a young kid. One of my favorite cartoons is the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. If these turtles can actually talk today, they might, have scolded us because of the things that we have been doing. And this would be the contents of my presentation. So I will run you with a very short introduction, the background of this particular study, the very brief statement of the problem, the literature, the methods, the results, conclusions, and recommendations that hopefully would be able to help the other schools be able to come up with an advocacy. Let me share. Okay.
The melody in my head, I can't keep up, got me singing like na 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 every day. It's like my iPod stuck on replay.
Okay, so yeah, Jennifer Naney was right. You can't force people to care about the natural environment. But if you encourage them to connect with it, they just might. And for all of us, it is really something that we need to be able to reflect on. The world has changed ever since we had this COVID-19 pandemic. For humans, we have been affected by it. And of course, the creatures and the oceans have been affected by it. And giving you a brief background, particularly of the turtles, you see here that we have several kinds of sea turtles. We have, in the Philippines, it's common that we have 5 out of the 7 turtles, particularly the green turtles, which often you can see in the seasides of some of the islands of the Philippines. The hawksbill, the flatback, and the biggest turtle would be the leatherback. We have the longer head, the olive ridley, and the Kemp's ridley as well. So very interesting. Now, 5 out of 7 marine turtles in the world are found in the Philippines. And around roughly 13,000 metric tons of turtles are shipped to China every year. And Japan, China, and Taiwan are the largest consumer of marine turtles. So imagine that most of these turtles are fast disappearing because of what we have been doing. What you've noticed in the picture, you see here a sunglasses. And unfortunately, that the iconic tortoise shell design that we see in fashion and accessories actually originates from the hawksbill sea turtle. And the hawksbill beautiful incarnate shell has been sought after for centuries. And in fact, this practice has led to the hawksbill sea turtle becoming critically endangered because of, things that we would want to have as human beings. And so, the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals are a set of 17 goals aimed at achieving the sustainable future for all. SDG number 14 focuses on the conservation and the sustainable use of the oceans, the seas, the marine resources for sustainable development. And one of the targets under this goal is to protect marine biodiversity, including the preservation of the green turtles. Now, green turtles are vulnerable species, and their population has been declining due to several human activities. And protecting green turtles is crucial to achieving our SDG number 14, and ensuring the sustainability of our marine ecosystems. And the school-based advocacy can play a significant role in promoting the conservation and protection of the green turtles. I will not be talking, information about the SDG 14, but I'd like to present the research that has been made. And the study aims to explore the potential of the so-called school-based advocacy in protecting and saving the green turtles. Green turtles are found in tropical and subtropical waters around the world, even in countries like Malaysia, India, and the rest of the world, are an essential part of our marine ecosystems. They play a crucial role in maintaining healthy grass beds and coral reefs, which are necessary for other marine species. However, human activities such as habitat destruction, pollution, and overfishing have led to a decline in green turtle population. It's a beautiful video of a turtle eating those jellyfish. And I'd like to thank Korma. It's an organizational advocacy group in the Philippines who has been conducting such a tremendous, amazing work in the preservation of green turtles in the Philippines, particularly in the northern part of the Philippines. I'd like to thank them for the video. Now, school-based advocacy can be an effective way to raise awareness and promote action towards protecting and saving green turtles. In our school, St. Patrick's School of Quezon City, we are currently doing it, particularly for the preschool department. As you can see now, we have one of our preschool teacher, Marivic Felipe, who is our preschool teacher, who has been helping me out in educating and teaching preschool students on how to protect, and how to be educated on particularly protecting and saving the green turtles. Now, students can play a significant role in advocating for environmental protection, engaging in the community, activities in the school, and advocating for policy changes to protect green turtles and their habitat. For example, students can organize educational campaigns. They can even conduct research on the threats facing the green turtles, such as the microplastic research that was done by our students in the senior high school, and even participate in beach cleanups, which is very important. Now, while school-based advocacy is essential in promoting environmental protection, it is crucial to recognize that it is not a panacea. Other factors such as government policies, economic incentives, and community engagement also play a crucial role in protecting our green turtles. Therefore, school-based advocacy should be viewed as a complementary approach to a broader conservation efforts. And the study aimed to explore the potential of school-based advocacy in protecting and saving our green turtles. So the research approach involved the literature review of previous studies on the school-based advocacy for environmental protection and a case study analysis of schools that have engaged in advocacy for green turtle protection. And the study included the surveys, the interviews with students, teachers involved in a school-based advocacy to gather data to do in terms of their experiences and challenges and successes. And the findings of the study informed the development of an effective school-based advocacy program for protecting environmental protection of our green turtles.
Well, you only need the light when it's burning low. Only miss the sun when it starts to snow. Only know you love her when you let her go. Only know you've been high when you're feeling low. Only hate the road when you're missing home. Only know you love her when you let her
The
go.
United Nations SDGs were adopted in 2015 as a global call to end poverty, protect the planet, and ensure prosperity for all. But SDG 14 aims to conserve and sustainably use the oceans, seas, and the marine resources for sustainable development. And the goal includes several targets, including the protection of marine biodiversity and the reduction of marine pollution. Green turtles are species of marine turtle found, again, I think this was made mention earlier, in tropical and subtropical waters worldwide. And they're very important in our ecosystem. To address the threats facing green turtles and to achieve SDG 14, a range of conservation efforts is necessary. Even if, let's say, your school is not near an ocean, you can actually do this advocacy, including the government policies, economic incentives, and community engagement. Now, the school-based advocacy is an approach that can play a significant role in promoting the conservation and protection of the green turtles. So the school-based advocacy involves engaging students in activities. In our school, we even have our official mascot. His name is Pawi or Pau, Pau the Pawikan, which you can see in the picture. Our preschool teacher, Marivic Felipe, holds our official mascot to educate the younger ones of these green turtles. Now, despite the importance of green turtles to marine ecosystem and the threats facing their population, we have to agree that there is a limited research on the potential of a school-based advocacy in promoting their protection. The lack of understanding of the effectiveness of the school-based advocacy for green turtle protection poses a significant challenge to achieving SDG number 14, which aims to conserve and sustainably use the oceans, the seas, and the marine resources for sustainable development, including the protection of the marine biodiversity. Therefore, the following research questions was asked, and later on we'll be showing you the results of this one. What is the potential of the school-based advocacy in promoting the protection of our green turtles? And what are the experiences, challenges, and successes of schools that have engaged in advocacy of green turtle protection? And how can a school-based advocacy programs be developed and implemented effectively to promote green turtle protection? So this would be like a summary of the literature. The conservation protection of our green turtles are essential for maintaining, again, the SDG number 14. There's been several studies highlighting the importance of engaging the public and the local communities in this conservation efforts for the marine species such as the green turtles, and one of which is the school-based advocacy advocacy program. Now, research on the effectiveness of this advocacy-based program has shown very positive results. An example of this one was a study conducted by Brewer and his colleagues in 2013, found that environmental education programs in schools can lead to increased knowledge and understanding of environmental issues, as well as the changes in attitudes and behaviors towards the environment. And the methods that was used here is primarily of a qualitative research approach. And the findings for number one, the school-based advocacy has significant potential in promoting the protection of the green turtles, and schools played a vital role in educating the students about the importance of this environmental conservation and raising awareness about the threats faced by the endangered species like the green turtles. Through the advocacy programs like what we have been doing here in St. Patrick's School of Quezon City in the Philippines, schools can empower students to take action towards protecting the species, promoting the sustainable living, and advocating for policies that promote marine conservation. And in the second research questions, schools that have engaged in this advocacy for green turtle protection have reported several successes, including an increased awareness and knowledge among the students and the wider community, the improved attitudes towards the environment, and an increased community engagement and collaboration. However, schools have also encountered several challenges in implementing such advocacy. First most is the lack of funding, resources, and the experts, and the limited support even from the government and even the stakeholders of the community in a school. They must be able to understand that such initiative is very important. Now, effective strategies for engaging and empowering students, like building partnerships with relevant organizations and the stakeholders in developing a comprehensive and participatory advocacy programs, are crucial for the success of the program. And the last one, how can a school-based advocacy programs be developed and implemented effectively to promote the green turtle protection? So the effective strategies for this one would mean engaging and empowering students, building partnerships, again, with relevant organizations, and even with your very own stakeholders, the industry, and developing comprehensive and participatory advocacy programs are crucial for the success. So we need to have hands-on learning experience, creating partnerships, and developing sustainable practices within the school community can also be effective. Again, adequate funding, the resources, and the expertise, we need all of those ones, along with the comprehensive monitoring and evaluation mechanism for essential for the success and sustainability of this advocacy program. And the framework, which I am recommending for a school-based advocacy campaign focus on SDG 14, would be the following. We have to be able to define the issue. Begin by researching the issue of marine biodiversity conservation, not only of the green turtles, because there are other animals that we need to be able to include, with a specific focus on the protection of a particular animal, which we did. We focus on the green turtles. We have to identify the challenges faced by these creatures, the causes of these challenges, and the impact on the environment and human society. Second is that we have to develop our goals and objectives. Based on your research, identify those specific goals for your advocacy campaign. This could include increasing awareness of the issue, raising funds for your conservation efforts, and promoting policy changes or encouraging volunteerism. The third one, you have to identify your stakeholders. Determine the stakeholders who can have an impact on the issue, such as your school administrators, your teacher, your students, the parents, the local businesses, the community organizations, and the bigger organizations abroad. Number 4, you have to develop strategies. Develop strategies that will help you achieve your goals and objectives. And this could include hosting awareness raising events, fundraising activities, or advocating for policy changes. The fifth one, you have to implement the campaign. Put your strategies into action by, again, organizing events like the ones that we're having currently, fundraising, and advocating for policy changes. So involve as many stakeholders as possible and encourage them to take action. And of course, the most important one is you have to evaluate the results. Assess the success of your campaign by measuring progress towards your goals and objectives, and determine what worked well and what could be improved for future advocacy efforts. And so the recommendations and conclusions would be, number 1, education. We have to educate our students and our community about the importance of protecting the green turtles and their habitat. This can include providing information about their life cycle, their feeding habits, and the role they play in the ecosystem. This knowledge can help motivate people to take action and support our conservation efforts. Okay. Number 2, volunteerism. Encourage students to participate in beach cleanups, habitat restoration, and other conservation efforts. This hands-on experience can help students appreciate the value of preserving marine life, and give them a sense of ownership over the issue. Fundraising. Raise funds for conservation organizations that work to protect green turtles and their habitats. But we must be careful because there are scrupulous people who would take advantage of such initiatives. This can be done through the school events like the bake sales, the auctions, the charity runs. I know you can be creative about this one. The fourth is, of course, advocacy. Encourage our students to advocate for policy changes that support the conservation of green turtles and other marine life. This can include writing letters to elected officials, asking these children that we have been doing to say thank you letters to organizations that has been protecting the green turtles, organizing protests or rallies, and using social media, which I think is very powerful, to raise awareness and promote action. Most importantly, we have to collaborate. Schools can collaborate with local, national conservation organizations and international organizations as well, government agencies and their businesses to strengthen their advocacy campaigns and conservation efforts. This collaboration can help to leverage resources, knowledge, expertise to promote effective conservation action. And of course, we need community engagement. Schools can engage the local community in their advocacy campaigns by organizing, again, public events such as the beach cleanups, the environmental fairs, marine themed art competitions, and this engagement can help to raise awareness of the importance of marine conservation and build support for conservation efforts. And sustainable practices. This should be seen in our schools. Schools can promote sustainable practices in their own operations, such as reducing plastic use, promoting recycling, and minimizing waste. Dear educators, let's not forget this one. Let's not get tired of telling our children, our students to do this one. Even if we continuously, it's repetitive, we have to do it. These practices can serve as an example for students and the wider community, demonstrating the importance of sustainable behavior for marine conservation.
I wanna take you somewhere so you know I care, but it's so cold and I don't know where. I brought you daffodils in a pretty string, but they won't flower like they did last spring.
It's a beautiful actual video of this turtle. And last is citizen science. Schools can engage students in citizen science projects, STEAM projects, such as the monitoring turtle populations. They can even use robotics to monitor, the movement of green turtles, mapping marine habitats, collecting data on marine debris, studying the ocean, for example, through the microplastic research. And these projects can help to build students' scientific skills and contribute to scientific knowledge that informs the conservation action. In conclusion, a school-based advocacy program focused on the United Nations Sustainable Development Goal 14 and the protection of green turtles can be a powerful tool for raising awareness and driving action towards conservation efforts. By educating students and our community, promoting volunteerism and fundraising and advocating for policy changes, schools can help protect these vital marine creatures and their habitats for generations to come. Look at this one. this man buys turtles from the food market and release them back to the sea. There is hope for all of us. People like, persons like this one who would really make a difference would help out. So there's still hope for all of us. Taking care of the hatchlings of these green turtles, protecting them, we still have a very bright future. And I really am very hopeful with that. And to end my presentation, I'd like to ask everyone for a pledge on the SDG 14. So if you can, okay, please raise your right hand and do a pledge with me. I pledge, please say your name, Dari Idakanay, not to be rushed and not just throw something in the trash. I will look before I throw to find the place where it should go. Recycle, reduce, and reuse. These are the options I will choose. I will limit waste in all these ways so it doesn't pollute our waterways. Thank you very much for joining. And as a segue, I'm inviting everyone to a conference that the school will be conducting. This would be on May 7, 8, and 9 about a conference specifically about green turtles. So I'm inviting everyone. If you have the time, please join us. And I'd like to thank everyone for listening to my presentation.
Sir, amazing. Dr. Derry, it was amazing. So fascinating. So means I just want to say that it's a full of facts. And you mentioned about the green turtle. Sir, I like the way you delivered the presentation. I like the way you delivered all the facts. It's really amazing. And actually, all the videos are very fascinating, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Although I am a very small person to comment on your presentation, sir, but it's really, really appreciable. Dear Estara, please give your precious views about the Dr. Derry's presentation, dear.
Yes, Dr. Supriya, even if you are not going to call me, I'm going to ask your permission because I cannot stop. He's unstoppable and I'm also unstoppable today. Okay, let's go. Dr. Derry, you are remarkable. Your videos your diagrams are descriptive. Your videos are stunning because it's animated with music and all, you see. I have done, but I see yours is so different. It's so lovely. You took us together to dive into the ocean to meet the green turtle. And you enlighten us on what is the importance of sustaining green turtles against overfishing, sea pollution, to create awareness even for the preschool students and how they can contribute to protect these turtles and its habitat, and how we can contribute towards preserving life below water, which is specifically green turtle in your presentation. Green turtle in Malaysia can grow up to 180 kg and can be as long as 120 cm, which is endangered now. And our tourists, they focus on these turtles. And we are making a lot of money from there, but now it's endangered. And now your intro of the green turtle now create a special interest in every one of us, I'm very sure, with all your slides, all your presentation. And you have given us as conclusion, you have highlighted the problem. You have shown us how we can protect, save the green turtle. You have introduced methods, findings, and school-based advocacy programs. And Dr. Derry, if you can do such a wonderful presentation, I see no reason your students even can do better than you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Dr. Derry. Thank you. It was really a impressive presentation. The presentation you deliver in a very effective and a very systematic manner, sir. It's really appreciable. And here I would like to mention that from the team Oriental University Indore, Aparna Singh ma'am, the assistant professor of the Faculty of Management and Commerce, has joined us. Dr. Neelu Gupta has joined us from the team Oriental University Indore. And when we will start with the students' presentation, the team Oriental University Indore students will give the presentation to address the SDG 14. So thank you very much, Aparna ma'am. Thank you very much, Dr. Neelu Gupta ma'am, for your all support and corporations. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, Marvik. Yeah, these beautiful ladies are awesome. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your patience listening. Thank you. And Dr. Derry, please stay with us, because the students of Team Oriental University Indore also highlighted the same issue, marine protection and the marine pollution. So, sir, I would like to actually know about your views on the presentation of that student. So, sir, please stay with us. Yes.
No
So,
worries, Dr. Supriya.
yes, and so just hold on, sir. I am giving you a spotlight for the joining hand gesture, sir. Just hold on, sir. I am giving you a spotlight. Yes. Okay. Yes, sir. So, sir, please do this gesture. Yes. Yes. Amazing, sir. Amazing. Amazing.
I'd like also request Dr. Supriya, my team, the preschool teachers, if they can also do the
Sure, definitely, sir. Why not? Why not, sir? Why not? Just hold on, sir. I am also giving them a spotlight. Just hold on. I have to give the spotlight to the Mavic, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I am giving. Actually, the hand gesture sign actually becomes the favorite to all. Yes. Dear ladies, do here. Both. Yeah. Yes. These three ladies. Yes. And dear Mavic, you just put your hands in here. Right. Just. And now, Dr. Derry, please do this. Dr. Derry, please do this. Amazing view. Yes. Dr. Derry, are you in our group, sir? Global Peace and Sustainable Development Summit?
Yes.
Yes. So I have posted your pic there, sir. Done.
Thank you very much.
Posted. Yes. And you will find this pic on our Facebook page also. Amazing. Yes. Thank you very much. Actually, dear Estara, the whole team of Georgia and the whole team of Cujain City Patrick School, they actually very fond of this gesture.
Yes,
So,
yes.
So actually, I believe that this kind of joining hands gesture, I just want to say each and everyone. So please join your hands, just because I believe in the collective actions. Actually, I want that we have to put our rigorous efforts together. Only then we can achieve this sustainable development goal targets. So thank you very much, sir. Thank you, Dr. Derry. Thank you very much. And sir, I would like to request you also, sir, please send your all videos on the info@Witty Gossip mail. Okay, sir. So that, sir, we can post these all videos to, sir, our official Facebook page. And here actually I just would like to say that your plays also, sir, whatever written in your place. So, sir, please send us the picture of your place. So definitely, sir, we will join in this movement to save the green turtle, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Yes, thank you. So moving ahead, now I would like to invite our other honorable guest speaker, Dr. David. Dr. David, are you here? Dr. King David? I think he has gone. Yes. Dr. Ajay Jain sir, please check whether the King David is available or not. Dr. Ajay Jain sir, please check whether the Dr. King David is available or not. Actually, he is not in the participants list. Okay. Anyways, now I would like to invite our student speaker from the land of Georgia. Dear Lizzie, are you there? Yes, Lizzie is there.
Yes.
Lizzie, please switch on your camera, dear. Yes. After Lizzie's presentation, dear Dr. Parul Sharda ma'am, we will take your student from the Indore Management Institute, Akshat Soni. So Akshat Soni, please be ready. Okay. Hello, dear Lizzie. Hello. Hope you are
Hello.
doing well, dear.
Good morning.
Good morning, dear. Good morning. So here
Can
is
it
a
be seen?
Lizzie. Yes, yes. I can see your presentation, dear. Very good. Very good.
Okay. I am so glad to see you. I would like to welcome the members of the summit. I'm happy to have chance of participating in the activity. I am Lizzie from Georgia, Tcheta. I am a member of the chemistry club, Everything is Chemistry. The head of the club is chemistry teacher, Miss Hatuna. The purpose of my participation in this summit is to improve the knowledge, skills, and attitude, and values necessary for the experiments with my peers from my school and other schools. The topic of my presentation is on the 14th goal, protection and sustainable management of water resources. Remember the word of Leonardo da Vinci, water is driving force of all nature. Since 2015, Georgia has been involved in promoting environmental and sustainable development processes in the country. Georgia ranks 56 out of 165 countries in the ranking of sustainable development goals, performance, and progress. With my friends, with the facilitation of our teacher, we planned and carried out the activities that I want to tell you about. A few days ago, my friend introduced you to the geographical location of Georgia in more detail. My country is located between the Black Sea and the Caspian Sea. There are 26,060 rivers and 856 lakes. Freshwater resources are one of the main wealths of our country. Okay, water is the most important chemical substance distribution in the biosphere, which ensures vital processes and itself determines the existence of life on Earth. Water has no taste and color. Now, it is chemically hydrogen oxide and chemical formula is H2O. 97% of the water on Earth is ocean and seas salty water. Also, most of people understand very well how important clean water is on the planet, but people don't take proper care of it. We have a lot of work to protect and develop behaviors for sustainable use of water resources. And why should we protect the ocean? Rainwater, drinking water, weather, climate, much food, and even the oxygen in the air we breathe are ultimately formulated and regulated by the sea. Throughout history, oceans have been very important channels for trade and transformation. Careful and wise management of this research is a key for a sustainable future. However, at the moment, the deterioration of coastal waters due to pollution is continuous, and increasing ocean acidification is negatively affecting the functioning of ecosystems and biodiversity. The existence of most living organisms, including humans, depends on clean water, and the lack of water sometimes has a serious impact of both living organisms and functioning of ecosystem. I found interesting terming virtual water. How do you think? How much water is needed to make a cup of tea or coffee? The term virtual water refers to the amount of fresh water. For example, a cup of coffee, we don't consume 100 milliliters of water in the form of boiling water, but much more about 140 liters. This takes into account the water consumption of processes such as growing, coffee beans, shipping, packaging, retail, and wholesale. And one of the visible examples of human impact on the environment is water pollution. What causes water pollution? First, it is waste dumped lakes, rivers, seas, and oceans. Second, it is domestic wastewater that is not treated. It is processed and finally mixed with clean water. Third, it is the machines that we use to clean the house and that mix the rivers and drugs from the pipe. Fourth, it is harmful particles in the air combined with raindrops, and it is the sources of these particles are cars, airplanes, and other harmful substances in air. Next, it is discard waste, plastic, which are often chemicals, and agricultural residues end up in rivers, in streams, and oceans. And last one, it is contaminated soil. In order to contribute to the development of the 17 goals of the World Sustainable Development, we have implemented activities. October 31, it is International Day of the Black Sea. We held an essay contest. Member of our Years Without Water Club read our work to our peers. The clean lives of seas, oceans, and existence of water inhibitions are affected not only by waste, also by oxide rays, which are formulated by oxide in the air. Here too, we experimentally determined the effects of oxide rain on various substances. We conducted an experiment and determined what could happen to the waste that got into the environment. It turned out that a piece of bread, fruit waste in the soil was easily decomposed, and paper waste was easily decomposed, while polyethylene and plastic waste remained unchanged. From this, in conclusion, the waste found in nature may not be processed for a long time and pose a threat to living organisms. Our children make handmade things from waste. This slide is how long until it's decomposed. For example, the glass needed 4,000 years, drinking cans 200 years, and some plastic never decomposed. This is our activities, posters, and handmade things that make our children. And the more pollution the air, the more frequent oxide rain, which add acidity to the water, make it difficult for some aquatic inhibitions to survive in such an environment. Therefore, it is important not only to protect and care for one component of ecosystem, but now consider the problems globally. The important thing is that we all take care of our planet together. That is the reason I am here by your side. We must do our best to provide for people while taking into account the interests of environmental protection, prosperity, increasing standard of living, while leaving future generation with the opportunity to use all the necessary resources. And thank you for your environment and attention. For me, it was nice to work on it. And finally, I want to solidarity with our friend country, Ukraine. Thank you.
Thank you, Nadloba.
Yes, thank you very much, Lizzie. Thank you very much. Actually, your presentation was full of pictures, full of messages to protect our marine life. So thank you, dear. Thank you, Lizzie, for joining us. Brigadier Sushil, would you like to appreciate the presentation of Lizzie? Brigadier Sushil, would you like to say something about the Lizzie's presentation? I think yes. Okay. So, dear Estara, please, yeah, please praise this beautiful presentation. Yes.
Yes. Thank you, Dr. Supriya. The presenter just now was amazing, wonderful, remarkable and magnificent, and also spectacular presentation. I'm so much delighted with the color scheme you use for all the slides. So colorful. I have seen I have seen how underwater looks like, and you have brought that to the screen today. And you have used a reasonable number of slides to give us all the information required to be aware of the protection we need to take for lives below water. Dear, you are an admirable and brilliant educator. I wish you all the best, and I'm very sure all your students will learn so much from you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yes, thank you, dear Lizzie. Now it's a turn to join our hands. Dear Lizzie, please join your hands, dear.
Yes.
Amazing. Please smile. Yes. Thank you, dear Lizzie. Thank you very much. And wish you very all the best from the whole team of Expression Learning Resource Private Limited and the whole team of Witty Gossip Association for your future endeavors, dear. Thank you, dear. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yes. Now it's a turn from the students of the team Indore Management Institute. Akshat Soni, are you ready? Dear Akshat, are you ready? I would like to request technical team, please make co-host to Akshat Soni.
Ma'am, Akshat Joshi. Yes.
Okay, sorry, Akshat Joshi. Yes. Akshat Joshi, you are a co-host.
Yes, ma'am, I am ready with my speech.
Okay, yes. So Akshat, whether your camera is, Akshat, please, if possible, please switch on your camera. Is it possible? Yes. Okay, so I am giving you spotlight. Just hold on.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Okay, your network bandwidth is low. Okay, no issue. Yes, please, Akshat, go ahead.
So very good morning, good and shining good evening to all the great personalities present over this session, and namaste all of you. Myself, Akshat Joshi from Indore Management Institute. Today I am going to give my speech on my topic, Goal 14, Life Below Water. So first of all, I would like to thank to Witty Gossip Association and Expressions to give me this opportunity to present myself in front of you all. So the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development was launched by United Nations Summit in New York on 25th to 27th September 2050 and aimed at attaining poverty in all its forms. Some dimensions of the agenda are plant, prosperity, planet, partnership, and peace. These are also known as 5 P's of this agenda. Leave no one behind is the motto of our Sustainable Development Goals Summit. It includes total 17 Sustainable Development Goals. Today, I will be giving a speech on Goal 14, Life Below Water. So what's the goal here? The goal is to conserve and sustainably use the world's oceans and rivers sea and marine resources. What is the need to conserve ocean, seas, and marine resources? Oceans are our plant life support and regulate the global climate system. Home to millions of species, ocean and fisheries continues to support the global population's economic, social, and environmental needs. The drastic reduction in human activities brought about by COVID-19 crisis, while riot in tragedy is a chance for ocean to recuperate. So what's the problem here? The ocean generated by human activities and helps in maintaining the impact on climatic changes. It also absorbs about 90% of excess heat. Every year, I estimate 5 to 10 US dollars per year. About 89% of plastic litters are found in ocean floors. About 80% of tourism take place in coastal areas. The ocean-related tourism industry growth estimating US dollar 134 billion per year. The number is so high, 134 billion per year. Now, how is ocean connected to our health? The ocean is also connected to our health according to a research held by according to UNESCO. The ocean can be an ally against COVID-19 bacteria found in the depth to carry out rapid testing to detect the presence of COVID-19.
I guess there is a network issue, network bandwidth is low. Students of Team Oriental University Indore, please be ready.
So what's our duty? What
Yes, ma'am, he's facing some technical issue, I think.
Yes, yes, ma'am. Actually, there is a network bandwidth is very low.
Akshat, you can put your camera off. Might be you will be receiving the bandwidth in that case.
vulnerable habitats. And for the open ocean and depth sea areas, sustainability can be achieved only through increasing industries. On the local level, we should make ocean friendly.
Akshat, I think please do not worry. Dear Parusharda ma'am, we can do one thing. Please record the whole speech of Akshat Joshi and we can actually post this recorded speech on our Facebook page now. Dr. Parul? Hope my voice is audible to you. Yes. So Dr.
Okay.
Parul Shada?
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am. Yes. Okay.
Yes. Okay. Ma'am, he will record his speech and we will post on our LinkedIn page and Facebook page, ma'am. Okay.
Sure, ma'am. Sure, ma'am.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay, ma'am. Okay. So thank you very much, Akshat. Your effort, I actually salute your efforts. Thank you. Thank you, dear Akshat. Yes. Rishabh Singh Chauhan from the team Oriental University Indore. Are you ready?
Yes, ma'am. I'm ready.
You are also facing network issue, Rishabh?
Ma'am, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you properly. Yes. Rishabh, if possible, please switch on your camera. Yes, that's very good. That's very good. Yes, okay. Now please go ahead, Rishabh.
My
Yes, there are some network issues,
ma'am,
I
am I
guess,
clear?
Rishabh.
Audible?
Yes, you are clearly audible. Yes.
1 minute,
Okay.
ma'am. I'm starting off.
Okay, yes.
Good morning and namaste to all the dignitaries, teachers, and all my other dear friends who are here to present and raise awareness for such important topic. I am Rishabh Singh Chauhan, studying Bachelor's of Business Administration, representing the Oriental University Indore. First of all, I would like to thank all the faculties of management of Oriental University that motivated and encouraged me to take part in this wonderful event. And I would also like to thank all the conveyors and expression learning, the host of this summit. Now, starting off, I would like to talk about what Sustainable Development Goal even is. The Sustainable Development Goal, also known as Global Goals, build on the success of Millennium Development Goals and aims to go further to end all form of poverty and include various other problems. The new goals are unique in that they call for actions by all countries, poor, rich, middle income, to promote prosperity while also protecting the planet. There are a total of 17 goals and agendas with a total of 169 targets that are helped to promote sustainable development. But today, we are here to talk about the day 14, also the goal 14 of this agenda, which advocates significantly reducing all kinds of marine population and getting very prominent in recent years after the pandemic. It promotes minimizing ocean acidification by 2030 and well also sustainably managing and protecting marine and coastal ecosystem and has been doing activities since 2020. As we know, ocean covers over 70% of the planet and ocean absorbs over 23% of annual CO2 emission. The oceans are planet's life support and regulate the global climate system, the world's largest economy, and is also home to millions of species and containing vast untapped potential for scientific discovery. Oceans and fisheries uh, continue to support the global population and economic and social needs. Despite the importance of conserving oceans, decades of irresponsible exploitation have led to alarming levels of degradation. The current effort to protect key marine environments and small-scale fisheries is to invest in ocean. Uh, the drastic reduction in human activities have brought about COVID-19 crisis while rooted in tragedy. It is a chance for oceans to recuperate, and this is also an opportunity for us to chart a sustainable recovery path. So, what is the problem? The ocean absorbs around 23% of annual CO2 emission, which is generated by human activities and helps to mitigate the impact of climate change. The ocean also absorbs more than 90% of excess heat in the climate system, uh, causing widespread heat wave, threatening the rich economic system and killing coral reefs around the world. Increasing levels of debris in the ocean, in the world's ocean, are also having a major environmental and economic impact. Every year, an estimated about 5 to 12 metric tons of plastic enters the ocean, costing over $13 billion per year, including the cost of financial and losses. About 89% of plastic litter found on ocean floors are single-use plastic bags and bottles. Around 80% of all tourism in coastal areas and is also a rapid growing industry, averaging over $134 billion per year, and is also harming the coastal and marine life. As we all know, the health of the ocean is intimately tied to our health. The ocean can be allied against COVID-19 bacteria found in the depths of oceans and are used to carry out rapid testing to detect the presence of COVID-19. And the diversity of species found in the ocean offers great promise for pharmaceuticals. So now what we can do to protect the ocean is to achieve only through international cooperation. Without the government and international cooperation, it is very hard for to maintain the oceans. On also local level, we can make ocean friendly choices when buying products or eating food derived from oceans and consume only what we need. Selecting certified products is also a good place to start. We should eliminate plastic usage as much as possible and organize beach cleanups. Most importantly, we can spread the message about how important it is to protect marine life. Uh, Now, I would like to thank for the of every dignitaries and all the teachers for letting me talk about this and spread awareness about this. And at the end, I would like to say thank you to everyone.
Thank you, Rishabh. Thank you very much. Please switch on your camera.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Okay. Rishabh, it is possible you can join your hands.
Ma'am, 1 minute. I will try.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
So thank you very much, Rishabh. Done, Rishabh. Done. Yes.
Thank
So
you,
thank
ma'am.
you very much, Rishabh. Dr. Derry, please review the speech of Rishabh, sir.
Yeah, I'd like to thank Rishabh for that speech. Yeah, thank you for letting us understand that as a student, you are able to articulate, what SDG number 14 is all about. During your speech, you made mention that it's very important also for pharmaceutical companies. I think I've heard of the pharmaceutical companies in your presentation, because they needed to conduct research and study of the marine life for them to be able to come up with really come up with medicines for humanity. And kudos to you, and I do hope that you'll be able to present again very soon, but this time with an actual presentation, so as we may be able to see the presentation, not only you being able to tell it to us. But yeah, very good. Congratulations to you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Dr. Derry. Thank you very much. Now it's a turn to the group presentation. It's a time for the group presentation. Dear Team Oriental University Indore, now I would like to request technical team, please make co-host Nandini Soni. Mausam sir, please make a co-host Nandini Soni. Yes, there are the three girls, Nandini Soni, Divya Patidar, and Dipanshi. These three students from the Team Oriental University Indore. Yes. So Nandini, you are the co-host now. Yes. And sir, Mausam sir, please change the name Nandini Soni
Yes,
with Team Oriental University Indore, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, sure. So Nandini, please. Yes, you are audible, dear Nandini. Please wait. We are changing the name, Team Oriental University Indore. Just wait, dear.
Yes, ma'am.
Mausam sir, is there any issue? We can change the name. Yes. So Nandini, now you can start. The name has changed with the Team Oriental University Indore. Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Just hold on. Dear Divya, dear Dipanshi, please check your voice. Dear Divya, say hello.
Hello, ma'am. Hello, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. Thank you very much. Yes. And now your voice is perfectly audible. Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Nandini, please proceed.
Yes, ma'am. Greetings from India and Team Oriental University Indore. Thank you all the dignitaries present here for giving us golden opportunity to speak on day 14 in the Global Peace and Sustainable Development Summit 2023.
Before starting our presentation, from bottom of my heart, I would like to say that I am truly humbled and honored that the Content Authority from Team Oriental University Indore, including our Vice Chancellor Professor Dr. Sunil K. Somani, our Dean Management Professor Dr. Rashmi Somani, our Head of Department Professor Dr. Manmeet Singh, and our beloved dear Dr. Supriya Pathak ma'am, motivated us to present here virtually and share our thoughts related to SDG 14, Life Below Water.
Now, pay your kind attention. We are presenting our first slide. Sustainable Development Goal 14 is about life below water. Conserve and sustainably use the ocean, seas, and marine resources for sustainable development. Ocean, seas, and other marine resources are essential to human well-being and social and economic development worldwide. Oceans cover more than 70% of planet and are a source of food and income for more than 10% of world's population. Their conservation and sustainable use are central to achieving the 2030 agenda, especially for small island developing areas. Human activity is endangering the ocean and seas and affecting livelihood of billions of people. There are 4 classifications of marine pollution. First, toxin marine pollution. It is very dangerous marine pollution that occurs due to various toxins accumulated in the ocean like pesticides, phenol, radioactive material, and etc. Second, eutrophication marine pollution. It means nutrient pollution which occurs when excessive chemical nutrient, especially nitrate and phosphate, present in water. Third, plastic marine pollution. The plastic dumps are affecting the marine life so badly that the situation has become alarming for the marine. Fourth, acidification marine pollution. The water of ocean is becoming acidic due to excessive carbon dioxide present in atmosphere. Now, let us look what lead to marine pollution. First, sewage. It enters through rivers and pollute the marine life. It causes in the reduction of oxygen level in water, which hampers the life of animals and plants in oceans. Second, oil spills. It releases from ships and contaminate ocean water, which cannot be cleaned up easily. It leads to death of 1,000 of marine animals due to suffocation and toxic effect of it. Third, industrial chemical. The chemical which is released from industries act as a heavy pollutant which causes thermal pollution, which is very toxic in nature and increases the temperature of ocean. Last but not the least, nuclear waste. Waste which are dumped into ocean from industries and affect the food chain of marine ecosystem.
Now, let's discuss about results derived from previous causes. Reduction of oxygen level, affect the oceanic food chain, affect the reproductive system of water species, ocean warming, acidification, and affect human health directly. Now let's see how we can overcome these problems. There are 3 areas where we should work to overcome these problems. First, at home. At home, we should conserve water, reduce pollutant, and reduce waste. Third, around town. Around town, we should shop wisely, reduce vehicle pollutant, and third, use less energy. And on the water, we should take responsibility of fish and practice safe boating and respect habitats. Now, let's discuss about a crucial topic. Have you ever thought about where is a used battery? Probably in dustbin? No. There are 2.3 dry billion cells. Batteries get discarded every year in India only. One battery cell can pollute 1,67,000 liters of drinking water. Many dry cell batteries contain heavy metals and toxic chemicals such as mercury, lead, cadmium, and nickel. These substances can be harmful to the environment and human health if they leak from battery casing or are released during improper disposal, and affect the quality of drinking water and risk to both humans and wildlife. So, to overcome from this problem, LOE Cell has created the world's first 100% eco-friendly and non-hazardous batteries using aloe vera. They have replaced the toxic and hazardous chemicals of the battery with herbal and electrolytes.
Now let's discuss 2 critical issues of marine pollution. According to the 5th assessment report of the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, that is IPCC, published in 2014, glaciers around the world have been losing mass since the 1960s. The report estimated that the global glacier mass balance was negative, that is, glaciers were losing more ice than they were gaining, at an average rate of minus 227 gigatons per year from 2000 to 2012. This means that the rate of glaciers melting has been accelerating in recent years. Second issue is that how marine pollution affects cod liver oil purity. Pollution in the oceans can contaminate the fish with various toxins, including heavy metals, PCBs, and dioxins. These toxins can accumulate in the liver, reducing the purity of the oil and potentially making it harmful for the human consumption. Marine pollution can have a significant impact on the purity of the cod liver oil, which is derived from the livers of cod fish. The liver is where the fish store many of the nutrients that are beneficial to humans, such as omega-3 fatty acids, vitamin A, and vitamin D. Now, at the last, achieving Sustainable Development Goal 14 is crucial to well-being of our planet and its inhabitants. The SDG 14 seeks to conserve and sustainably use the ocean, sea, and marine resources for sustainable development. This goal aims to protect marine biodiversity, reduce marine pollution, and promote sustainable fisheries, among others. Achieving SDG 14 requires collective actions and commitment for all stakeholders, including government, private sectors, civil society, and individuals.
By 2030, we will have reduced the pollution in our oceans because 2.6 billion people rely on seafood as their main source of protein.
Let's play to save our marine biodiversity. Thank you.
Thank you.
So dear Astara, these are my students. Please put your views, dear Astara. And Dr. Derry, the next will you.
Yes. Wonderful. Amazing. Yes. Doctor, please proceed.
Yes. Yes. Dear Nandini Soni, please stop sharing. Just yes, sir, Mausam sir, could you please help to stop sharing screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Dear Nandini, dear Dipanshi, and dear Divya, please switch on your camera.
From whom side screen is shared, ma'am?
Team Oriental University, sir.
Okay.
Yes. Dear Divya, please switch on your camera. Yes, okay. Okay, so I am giving a spotlight. Just hold on. Team Oriental University Indore. Yes. Now, Priyashi, this is your turn. And now, Dr. Terry, this is your turn. Yes. Sir, here is the Team Oriental University Indore, sir. Please give your valuable insights, sir.
Wow, what can I say? What excellent presentation. Your slides are all very clear. The voice is audible. The organization of your thoughts are, very clear, very informative as well. And you were able to let us understand marine pollution and the classification and what leads to so-called marine pollution, such as which is very important, very basic, but very important to humanity: sewage, the industrial chemicals, the oil spills, which currently there's one side in the Philippines. Oil spill is a problem, and lots of marine species have been killed. The nuclear waste. And then you presented later on the results, no? Results of polluting the oceans and leading to the killing of the marine life, and how to overcome the problems. I love that one particularly, giving us how to overcome it at home, around the town, and on the water. And towards the latter part, you presented to us that the old batteries or the used batteries can actually, I think you were able to mention the aloe e-cell, which is 100% eco-friendly. And I do hope that your team would come up, no, later on hopefully a project together, no, on this particular SDG. And yeah, we're excited for us to be able to see it very soon. But in your presentation, you did very well. It's very clear. Congratulations, Team Oriental University.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay. So thank you very much, Team Oriental University Indore, for this wonderful presentation. Yes. Thank you. You will get all the pictures on our group, and I will send to you personally also. Dear Estara, would you like to say something?
Yes, Dr. Supriya. Thank you. Shabas. As students, every one of you, the team of amazing students, ladies, you have put forth your ideas beautifully and you have taken turns to present. Your presentation is well articulated, well presented with descriptive slides. And you have introduced to us the threats and threats to lives below water and to mankind. And you also given the solution to prevent the sea lives from depleting. And I think the rest, Dr. Derry have already explained, so I didn't want to waste the time. Shabas again, well done. You can do better than this. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Rishabh Singh Chauhan, if possible, please switch on your camera so that I can capture a group photograph. Yes. Okay.
1 minute.
Okay, yes.
Dr. Supriya, I would like to say a short sentence to Rishabh and Akash. Rishabh and Akash.
Yes, sure.
Yeah, as a motivation factor. Dear Akash, dear Rishabh, I admire your effort taken in spite of these technical glitches, and you have made your effort to do the presentation. I hope you will have better connection in future. Make some effort to get a better connection so that we can see you and your presentation better next time. Thank you, dear.
So Rishabh, are you ready? Yes,
ma'am.
yes. I'm giving you spotlight. Just hold on. Yes. Okay. So now is the time for the joining hands. Yes. Please, yes. Please do this gesture of joining hands. Yes, please set your mobile. Yes, that's very good. Wonderful, Grace. Wonderful text. Amazing, amazing. So thank you, Dr. Derry. Thank you, our honorable conference mentor, Astara. Thank you, Rishabh. Thank you, Dipanshi. Thank you, Nandini. Thank you, Divya, for your wonderful inputs to address the Global Peace and Sustainable Development Summit, Day 14, the Sustainable Development Goal, the global goal, life below water. Thank you very much. Thank you. We have
Thank you,
only
ma'am.
one speaker. Yes, thank you very much. Thank you. Yes. Sir, Ambassador Dr. King David from the land of West Africa. Sir, are you ready?
Yes. Thank you very much.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sir, the whole virtual stage is yours, sir.
Okay. So can I go on? Can I
Yes.
continue? Okay. Good
Yes,
morning,
sir.
all.
Sure, sir. Sure, sir.
Can you hear me?
Yes, your voice is audible, sir.
Okay. Thank you very much. Please permit me because I'm trying to rush because of work. My slides might not be shared as I discussed with my partner, but quickly rush of what I have here. Today, looking at, first of all, I want to appreciate the organizer for this great opportunity given to me. Without not wasting much time, we'll be addressing the issue why education is crucial to achieving the Sustainable Development Goal 14. So looking at the education aspect of it, the ocean education is enhanced through scientific cooperation and knowledge at all levels, and through the development of research capacity and through the transfer of marine technology. We have several levels of educations when it comes to the Sustainable Development Goal, and which one of the level is the early childhood care and education. Now, at this stage of this early childhood care education, at this level, children will be taught, or children should be able to learn what an ocean is and the creature that lives in it. They may also learn how to swim and be confident in the ocean environment, thereby enhancing their awareness and appreciation of oceans and marine life. And at these are respecting and taking care of the ocean environment and nature. Now, looking at or talking about the early childhood care and education, we are looking at a situation whereby the younger ones, the little children, should be able to talk or address, they should be able to point out the creatures that lives in an oceans. Like they should able, a child between 10 years and above should be able to stumble on how to swim in the oceans, how to able to throw their hand, their legs, and others. They also identify some of the living things that lives in water, the fish, to know the names, and the rest of others. Now also look at the second level of this education is the primary education. Now at the stage of the primary educations, the learners at this stage are introduced to ocean zone and marine plants and animals. This including the habitats and behaviors. They learn to apply critical thinking skills to investigate and threaten and endanger species and may conduct survey or interviews with fishermen and fish processors to develop potential solutions to the challenges faced, thus developing their self-awareness and bringing about behavior change towards more sustainable practice during their life. Now, the primary educations, we are not saying that the learners at this point should be able to be introduced to the ocean zone and the marine plant net, and they should also know their habitats and their behaviors. They apply their critical thinking. Now, at this point, they go beyond the level of normal swimming. They are able to think ahead. They apply their own thinking skill and to investigate the threatened and endangered species that may conduct surveys or interview. I'll say about the first level or the first stage, which is the early childhood education, and the second stage is the primary education. The last but not the least is the secondary education. At this stage, students see the understanding of the sustainable management of oceans, seas, and marine resources enhanced. They learn to apply a critical thinking skill to conduct research into a real-world challenges for the sustainable use of oceans, seas, and marine resources, including primary and secondary research methods. And they develop a practical solutions to those challenges. That this will lead to them to introduce sustainable ocean practices into their daily lives, while encouraging others in their immediate environment to do the same. Now, talk about the secondary education, that they also learn to apply this critical thinking skill to conduct research into real-world challenges for sustainable use of oceans. And this skill can be derived through the primary source or the secondary source. The primary source are the one they step out to interview or face-to-face interaction to get the raw data or the raw facts, while the secondary source are the one they might collect or lay hands on any of the library or literature materials that already exist. So the importance of educations or the role of education for sustainable development goal 14 cannot be overemphasized, because while the children are being raised and trained, the issues we are facing today in the global world can be easily aroused. And when the United Nations Development adopted the Sustainable Goal Development in 2015, they basically focused on the key aspect as the 3 aims, which is the reducing of poverty or total to reduce poverty, for protection of planet, and also to ensure that before 2030, the world enjoy peace all around the world. But today, do we enjoy peace? Today, is that poverty being eradicated? Many people today are suffering, the citizens are suffering. And the pollutions in today's world today, due to what we are having, the challenges is very much alarming. I remember when the first speaker spoke, Dr. Dari, which I so much appreciate, we want to reference to his delivery. Now you say something, you go walk around the society today, you see a lot of people throwing plastic rubbers, plastic bottles. They drop it anywhere. And at the end of the day, you don't really know where this really leads to. You mentioned on the key point that part of the things that needed to do is to create awareness creation, that people need to be educated. People need to be taught, they need to be trained, the consequence of what they are doing. And in conclusion, we're not saying that the key role of education, as I just mentioned, play a vital role. When citizens are being educated, when citizens are being trained, when information are being disseminated, are close for them to know the importance of education and the role of education play in sustainable development. This will enhance and also provide a quality and sound environment and also contribute. In fact, education is one of the key roles that contribute to national development. Education is one of the key roles that play in the life of individuals. When individuals are informed, definitely there will be a life transformation. And in conclusion, I hereby say that we all have to raise our children, raise the future generation for them to understand the educations on oceans, the education in river, the key role, the marine education, for them to able to adapt, identify, and also identify some items that needed for them to learn. Also, the curriculum need to also be included in our school today for the children to learn, so that as they grow up, it becomes part and parcel of their lives. Thank you.
Thank you, Ambassador Dr. King David. Wonderful speech, wonderful speech. It's the most motivating and inspiring speech. Dear Astara, would you like to say something?
Yes, Dr. Supriya. Ambassador Dr. King David, you are really a king. I admire your perseverance and your determination to deliver this presentation on SDG 14, in spite of your lighting issues, your technical issues and all. You have stressed a lot on education, which I think we need so much nowadays. Okay, let it be for parents or even educators. So thank you so much for your insightful sharing today. And we hope to see you again in a better connection. Thank you.
Thank you, Ma.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Ambassador Dr. King. Thank you very much. Yes. We have one more student, Shant Vyas. Shant Vyas, actually, I can't find your name. Okay. So, Brigadier Sushil, I think now you have the enough time. Sir, would you like to present yourself, sir?
Yes,
Brigadier
yes, no
Sushil?
problem. Yes, I'll do that.
Yes. Yes, sir. Yes. So now, Sir Brigadier Sushil, the whole stage is all yours, sir.
Okay, can you give me sharing rights?
Yes, sir. I would like to request technical team, please make co-host Brigadier Sushil.
Ma'am, he is already.
Yes. Yes, sir. You are the co-host, sir.
Okay, am I visible and am I audible?
Yes, sir. You are audible, loud and clear, and your slides is also visible, sir.
Okay. So firstly, let me start by thanking Dr. Supriya. I have seen her efforts for the last 3 to 4 years, I don't remember, but ever since I have seen her work, I think she is so dedicated, so passionate, and the way she's going about organizing this. I also want to thank, in addition to Witty Gossip, Expressions, and what was the other one? Sorry. There's one more. Anyway, so I want to thank all of you. I also want to thank all of you who are participating, and particularly students who are coming out with very good ideas. And I think that is the need of the hour. Ladies and gentlemen, I think we have so much to know about the marine life. We need to protect our oceans. We want to protect our marine life, because that has a very big impact on our life. I want to today concentrate just on one thing. What can I do to save the ocean? So my presentation will cover only things that each one of us individually can ask ourselves, what can I do to save the ocean? So that will be my emphasis, and I'll like to come to basics. I will like to do something that is not wishful thinking, that is not asking others to do. What is the government going to do? What is the organization going to do? What are others going to do? Let me focus on myself. So I'm going to show you a short movie which will give you 5 shocking facts about the ocean that all of us must be very aware of. I just want to check, is the sound coming?
Yes.
Sorry?
Yes, sir. The sound is coming.
Yes, sir. Maybe you can increase the to the slideshow.
Okay. So you just saw how we are actually in danger. We have been warned many, many years ago. We know it. but we don't do it. That is why normally in my workshops and all, I tell students and I tell everyone, knowledge is not power. Application of knowledge is power. I know that this is to be done, but if I don't do it, that knowledge is of no use, because knowing is not knowing, doing is knowing. Now, here are 10 ways to help our ocean, right? I'm going to go through some of them in details. First is that we must conserve water. We must conserve water. But before that, let me give you a little overview before I come to these 10 ones. We all know that oceans cover 71% of the Earth's surface, and they are very essential to supporting life on our planet. They regulate the climate. They provide a source of food and livelihood for millions of people and are home to a rich diversity of species. Unfortunately, the oceans are under threat from overfishing, pollution, climate change, and habitat destruction. These threats not only endanger marine life, but also have significant impact on human health and well-being. Goal number 14 today aims to conserve and sustainably use the ocean, seas, and marine resources for sustainable environment. It calls for reducing marine pollution, protecting and restoring marine ecosystems, sustainably managing fisheries, and enhancing ocean-based economies. To achieve this goal, international cooperation is critical because no one can do it all by himself. Countries need to work together to develop and implement effective policies and regulations, share knowledge and expertise, and invest in research and innovation. The Global Peace and Sustainability Goals Summit is just the right step in this direction, where all countries are getting together to understand what we can do as a collective effort to save our Earth. Now, it is not only goal number 14, of course, it's linked to other goals, and together, if we implement them, the results can be achieved. Here, I want to also emphasize that everything starts with awareness, which has been done quite a lot, but a lot more needs to be done about awareness. Many people don't know what is the repercussion, what is the result of all this, but more on action. People know it and they don't do anything about it. If I know that these are the actions I take every day, whether I eat irresponsibly, I smoke and throw cigarette butts on in the flush, or hundreds of other things that I do, and I know it is causing harm to the planet, why do I do it? This is something which is really bothering me as an individual, and I'll give you a little more in the next slide why it is bothering me. But very quickly, and you've been seeing this slide, so I won't go into too much of detail, but we need to conserve water and use only a little bit. I have a grandson who has learned it so much that he tells me, why is the tap on when I'm brushing my teeth? So you have to have habits formed in a way that you conserve water and don't use it or don't let it keep going on. In India, many of us will agree that in many public places, the water taps are on and people even forget to turn them off. Or there is a plumbing problem where people have not been able to, set them right. And because of a leakage, the water keeps leaking. Reduce pollutants, reduce waste. Now, that is something very important. We have to reduce a lot of waste, which we do. Shop wisely, reduce vehicle pollution, use less energy, fish responsibly, practice safe boating, and respect habitat. These are very general points, but we'll see some specific ones. My daughter is my inspiration. Sonika Bhasin is more popular and well known for her sustainable lifestyle and parenting than her media profession. When she had a son 4 years ago, she just awakened. And the thought that came to her mind was that I will give this child everything. I'll give him clothes and toys and this and that. But what if I can't even give him pure oxygen to breathe? That is the thought that triggered something in her, and she started Zero Waste Life. It is amazing to see they don't have a waste paper basket in their house. Everything that comes from outside is categorized into various categories and is recycled. Nothing is thrown out. She carries her own bottle. She carries her own straw. She will not use anything in the drinking in the restaurants because she will use her own boxes. She will use her, when she goes shopping, she takes her bag, she takes her containers. Nothing is to be done. So she has she's become quite an influencer on Instagram with 46,000 followers. And this is a video which will just tell you what balloons do. We all use balloons and we are very fond of them and birthday parties and all. But what is the impact of the balloons? And this particular video has got about 4 million views.
Balloons, they look so pretty. But what really happens to them after we are done with them? Balloon fragments are actually very, very, very harmful for all kinds of creatures, from birds to animals to marine life. They usually mistake them for food and try to eat them, which chokes them and gives them really slow, painful deaths. It's a few hours of pleasure for us, but it actually costs lives. Helium balloons, foil balloons, all kind of balloons are harmful. Why do we want to kill something just because we want our space to look nice? The good part is that balloons are not a necessity. There are many other ways to decorate. Follow for part 2, where I'm going to show you a compilation of beautiful pictures from my followers on Instagram of how they decorated their space without balloons. Please consider this the next time you have any celebration. Please don't use balloons.
Now, this is just one example. We're talking about
balloons. They look.
But there's much more. There's much more we need to look at. Millions of people use one-time use water bottles, etc. across the world. It pains me when I go to a hotel or at an event and you see hundreds of bottles. People take one sip and throw the complete bottle along with the unused water into the dustbin. Can you imagine the type of magnitude of plastic that is going waste along with water? Whether it is in railway trains, whether it is in aircrafts, whether it is in restaurants, everywhere, it is colossal. It is actually unimaginable. You also must know that there is only 25% global recycling rate of plastic. So that means 75% of it is either lying as dumps of garbage on the land, or it reaches the shores, the beaches, from where it goes into the ocean. What is very, very important is that we must conserve our water and, as I said earlier, reduce pollutants, reduce waste and all that. I don't know how many of you know that one plastic bottle will take 450 years to degrade. Imagine the damage it causes. So next time, when you are using water, I don't do it. I carry my bottle and I don't use any plastic bottle anywhere unless there is a dire necessity, which shouldn't happen if you are disciplined. And that is very important. Along with bottles are poly bags. Now, what is the problem in carrying a little bag when you go shopping? Reduce poly bags. They are very bad. All of us know it, and yet we do it. Another part here I want to tell you is, what can I do and what can I influence others to do? So when I go for my shopping, I have had in Mumbai, a lot of these vendors collect together And because they are uneducated and they may not have known all this, I told them, stop giving plastic polybags to people. They say, sir, they asked for it. I said, when they ask, say, sir, I'm giving it to you this time. Next time, please bring your bag along. So one, we can do something ourselves. And the second thing is we can influence others. I've had a couple of fights with people when I tell them, why are you not carrying a bag? I'm carrying a bag. You can also do that. Say, who are you? And I just say, I'm a human being on this planet who's worried about our children. I don't think people at my age, I'm 72, we may not face the flack of it. But are we not going to care for our generations? Are we not going to leave the planet in a better way than what we received? And unfortunately, I know that we got a better planet than what we are going to leave for our children. And that's really sad. Do you know that cigarette butts are so harmful? I won't spend much time because there are not too many cigarette smokers, but there are about 4.5 trillion cigarette butts that are littered worldwide every year. Just like plastic bottles, many of them find their way into the ocean and into our shores. Cigarette filters are comprised of thousands of chemical ingredients which can kill marine and freshwater fish. So if you are a smoker, throw your cigarette butt in a bin, but not on the floor. And certainly don't throw it in the flush, because there it carries the chemicals in that butt are going to go into the ocean. The next is, what about fish? The global demand for fish is increasing every year. Fisheries around the world are collapsing because of unsustainable fishing practices. So buy fish carefully. Don't buy it from supermarkets and all where it could be stale. In fact, help farmers and buy from small people who are giving you good fish, but be sure you're not buying it on a footpath where it is getting polluted. Now, what about responsible shopping? I'm showing you a slide. Harpic. Harpic is something which a lot of people use, and it is a product for cleaning your WC. On the product itself, and in that little booklet that comes with it, in the safety, it says, which I highlighted in red, it's harmful to aquatic life with long-lasting effects. Isn't it sad that we read, either we don't read it, or we read it, we know it, and still don't care? So I think we should tell people around us and be careful and not do it ourselves. Now, the ocean absorbs 25% of human carbon dioxide emissions. That results in ocean acidification, which harms a wide array of marine species. So, stopping ocean acidification is the name, as the same as fighting climate change. So let's take immediate action on this. We have already had some talk about turtles this morning. Over 50% of sea turtles found dead have ingested some form of marine litter. If we want to save our marine life, we need to rethink use of our plastics, as we have said, and whether it is disposable cups or cutlery and straws, everything that can harm the marine life, let's be very careful about that. It is about very responsible shopping. Now, microplastics from your toothpaste to body wash, clothes enter the ocean with wastewater. They are impossible to recover because of their small size. It's estimated that 51 trillion microplastic particles are already in our ocean today. This not only puts animals that ingest the tiny particles at risk, but also humans to whom the plastic gets passed on when eating seafood. When shopping for personal care products, avoid those which are containing these micro beads. You can do that, as I said. You see, I showed you one label of Harpic, but many products, unfortunately, in India, it is not mandatory for all products to have this. But in most countries, and in India, some products have these warnings on the label. So anywhere where you see on a label words like polyethylene, polyethylene terephthalate, or polymethyl methoxycrate, please don't buy such products because you are endangering life. All marine life, from sea turtles to corals to seals, is under threat. Ocean acidification, habitat loss, invasive species, pollution, and overfishing are the major factors reducing our ocean's biodiversity. If you care about life below water, and if you care about yourself, spend some time, invest some time or money to an organization that will help tackle these important issues. And here, I have another point. We all go and do beach cleaning. What happens? You pick up trash from or garbage from a beach and put it on land surface. You're only shifting it. You haven't really done much about it. And how much will you clean? By the way, I went in Mumbai. There is a small village, fisherman's village. I went there to check before I came on this presentation. And I had a conversation with a couple of fishermen. And they said that a few years back, we used to sit here and fish. And now we go 10 kilometers inside and we can't find fish. This is the sad state of affairs. The water has become dirty, the pollution is there, fish is not available there, and it's all gone. So let's do something to preserve the species. Now, we already know what destruction plastics bring. But when you skip buying goods from big supermarkets, chains that are wrapped in plastics and instead buy from local farmers, as I said earlier, we'll be helping them as also buying good product. Now, according to a report submitted by the Delhi Pollution Control Committee and the Central Pollution Control Board to the Yamuna Pollution Control Committee, it is said that 90% of domestic water wastewater lands up in the Yamuna from the city. There's just one city in a large country like India, but the amount of wastewater that is going into the ocean is a lot through rivers. So let's do something about this. At home, there are lots and lots of things that we can do. And one of them is when we wash clothes and dry clothes. Before we get to buying, washing, let's get to buying. Let's avoid buying synthetic clothes, because every time we wash these clothes, it leads to the release of billions of microplastics into the water. Wash clothes with cold or normal temperature water instead of warm water, because that reduces the releases of these microplastics. So very important. Now, what do we do about washing? This is from a very interesting post on Instagram that I saw, where it talks about what is, very alarming things about washing and microplastics. So the first thing is, what is a microplastic? Primary microplastics include any plastic fragments or particles that are already 50 mm in size or less before entering the environment. These include microfibers from clothing, microbeads, and plastic pellets. Every time you wash synthetic clothing, microplastics are released into the environment through the water. Then what happens? There are many areas, but two of the largest contributors are washing synthetic clothing and erosion of, I can't really read that well, sorry. Okay. Now, Consequences of washing synthetic clothing and microplastic diffusion or pollution. Neither washing machines nor wastewater treatment plants are able to filter the tiny plastic particles from the synthetic textiles. Once the environment microfibers degrade into smaller pieces and are irreversible, they concentrate pervasive bacteria and pollutants. This leads to the microplastic particles which are consumed by aquatic organisms and ultimately work their way up. Microplastics is proven in our daily food, honey, water, salt, beer, and all of this is found in our bodies. I recently discovered that a tea bag has a large number of microplastics. So when you're having a cup of tea using a tea bag, make sure that you know that you're drinking plastic along with tea. I'm going to give you an example of one of the entrepreneurs in Mumbai who's done such a wonderful job. What he found was that when you throw away your shoes, your sports shoes, your sneakers, the sole of the shoe is always intact. It is always the upper that becomes bad. So what he did, he collected all these from the beaches and all and took them to a factory. Using that same sole, he gave them a beautiful upper and therefore started giving in charity free slippers to people who can't afford it and started selling at a very low rate in the market to help a product that is affordable by everyone. Nobody has to walk barefoot and also save the ocean. He went a step ahead and took all the used clothes which people throw away and converted them into apparel and also some refurbished bags and mats. This type of innovation by entrepreneurs and small organizations can go a big way to achieve the desired results. My question is, what can you do? In fact, what can I do? So I feel all of us should ask ourselves, what is my contribution to the planet? Because when you came to the planet, you got millions of comforts, whether it is your AC, whether it is your mobile phone, everything is coming to you as the hard work of millions of people who have done it for you. What are you doing for the planet? What are you doing for the next generation? Are you going to go and in your interview to God say that I only went to the planet to receive and not to give? So let's start contributing to the planet in our own little way, and that not only with goal number 14, but with all the 17 goals, we have some role to play as individuals, and let's focus on that. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for listening to me and giving me this opportunity. Thanks once again to Witty Gossip and Expressions for giving me this opportunity, and I'm very grateful. Thank you and Jai Hind.
Thank you, Brigadier Sushil. Thank you very much. Actually, with the full of videos, full of the facts, full of the social messages, your presentation was really brilliant, sir. Brilliant one presentation. Yes, dear Estara, would you like to comment?
Thank you, Dr. Supriya. Great pleasure in commenting, although I'm a small person. Okay. Sir, I have so much of praises for you. Your presentation is so impressive, powerful, extraordinary. You brought the whole encyclopedia, Wikipedia, into this conference and enlightened us with such an insightful presentation. So your slide speaks 1,000 words, and you took us to the depths of the factual, the depths of SDG 14. And your quote, knowledge is power, application of knowledge. Knowledge is not power, but application of knowledge is power truly impacted me and just provoked my thoughts that I should know this. And I believe it has done the similar effects on every one of our audience. And I also amazed with your last question, what can you do? We come to this earth not to receive. We come to this earth to give and to preserve and to provide. And you have also enlightened us on the ways to help our ocean, effects of pollution, and threats to the ocean, economy, and lives underwater and mankind. You also enlighten us on how we can save water, habitats, and etc. As I mentioned earlier, you are a living example because you are aware of this, you also dragged in your daughter and your grandson. So this means you have created awareness. You have led them into awareness, which I believe every parents and educators should do similarly. Because everyone have to take action. And your message is truly powerful, sir. And another quote you mentioned, I can give everything to my children, but I am not able to give clean oxygen. What is the use, right? Although it's not a verbatim, but I could grasp this message, which is true, sir. Nobody can deny this truth. What's the use? You give all your property, all your wealth, and whatever they need, but they don't have enough clean oxygen and water to survive, which is the basic. Therefore, sir, your presentation today has really impacted every one of us. Thank you so much, sir, for your presence and your presentation today. Looking forward to your presentation again in future. Thank you.
Can I just say one more thing? We talked about giving, but I use the word contributing. And there's a difference, which I realized recently. What is the difference between giving and contributing?
Yes.
Giving is something that you have and you give easily.
Yes.
Contributing is when you customize it to the person's requirement and put in an effort, extra effort, to make it for the larger good or for the good of the person to whom you're contributing. So when we contribute to the planet, it is hard work involved. It is changing habits that is involved. It is living a sustainable lifestyle that is important. And today I would like to just say to everyone here and maybe who listen to my recording, please change your lifestyle into sustainable lifestyle. We have got into very bad habits which are not going to be good for the planet.
Yes, exactly, sir. Because all this while, even as an adult, I did not pay much attention to all the SDGs. Yeah, but by attending this conference, I have to thank Dr. Supriya for giving me this opportunity. By attending this conference, I am very much aware, although I do practice, but very much aware of SDGs. And I'm now very eager to introduce this, to do social work in my schools, in my nation, to give awareness, to promote awareness of these sustainable development goals to the teachers and the students. I don't mind, I have to do free because yeah, it's for our future. If everyone does the same in their own area, their country, their state, I think we can achieve it faster than what United Nations have planned. We do our best. Thank you.
Thank you, dear Astara. Thank you very much. Thank you.
So
Just hold on, Brigadier
I'm here
Sushi.
with my
Yes.
gestures. One.
Yes, sir. Sir, please do this. No. Here. No, like this. Here. Yes. Now it's a perfect, sir. It's a perfect. Yes. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. No, actually, this is the sign of Author Jale, and today we don't have a team of authors, Jalisa.
Sir,
Yes. Thank you,
this
sir.
is for
Thank
you from all of us.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very
Now it's a turn. Yeah. Now today's last speaker, Dr. Aditi Sharma from the land of Kazakhstan. Actually, she is doing postdoctoral fellowship there. Dr. Aditi Sharma?
Yeah, good morning.
Yes. Good morning, ma'am. Good morning. Here is your beautiful face, ma'am.
And
From the
I'm
since
really
morning,
sorry
I am
that,
searching you.
yeah, I'm really sorry that I joined a little later due to some reason. And I was, after just watching the PPT and presentation, what Brigadier Sushil has illustrated, it was really nice and wonderful that in the few words he has told all the things, whatever is required for the sustainable goal 14. Like what when we are talking about the life below water, so we are just waiting for the our healthy oceans and the seas. So like what he has just demonstrated the wonderful presentation with all the themes and all the requirements, whatever an individual must think about that. And I must think that it must telecast proudly around the all the citizens of the world, that they must listen what is the real requirement to save the earth. So let me start with the few only. I'll tell only few points with the sustainable goal 14. Like what we are covering the 70% of the water as the ocean water and the sea water. And if like what we can imagine, like if we don't have the water and we don't have the things around us, what will be the future? And it is an individual responsibility to save all those resources, because oceans are home to seahorse, oceans are homes to dolphins, whales, corals, and many more living creatures. And we have the almost 4 billion people who are who depend on this biodiversity for their living expenses. And we are having our regular drinking water from those resources. Now the pollution has the pollution poses the greatest threat to our planet and the lives of future generations. And we need to ask ourselves that, is it compulsory to take plastic bottles or to take industrial waste or another kind of waste those kind of human activities to be put it in put to danger, put to those oceans into the danger zone for it's also the danger zone for our future generation. And all of us need to help to protect our seas. And we can suggest to our parents not to use plastic bottles, because it's a small activity, not a big activity. And we can use just to filter instead, because see, plastic bottles is just there was no need of plastic bottles, and it was just a millennia of business. Okay, so it was came into the existence for their business activities. And we can use the filters rather than the using the plastic bottles. And by 2020, it was said that we need to manage our marine and coastal ecosystems to avoid significant adverse impacts, including by strengthening their resilience and take action for their restoration in order to achieve healthy and productive oceans. And after that, we have the we must promote the sustainable fishing. What Brigadier Sushil already told you, that due to the overfishing, there are the health of the oceans are going bad. And in fact, by 2020, there are some regulations, and there must be implement effectively regulate harvesting and overfishing and illegal, unreported, and unregulated fishing and disruptive fishing practices, and implement science-based management plans in order to restore fish stocks in the shortest time feasible. at least two levels that can produce maximum sustainable yield as determined by their biological characteristics. As we know that only 2% 2% water is the drinking water, and we have another form of water in the earth for having another things, and it is the sustainable development goal came into the existence in 2015 after seeing after seeing that yes, there is a lot of marine pollution due to the marine industry. We can say that the index of coastal eutrophication to the inputs of the nutrients, nitrogen, phosphorus, and silica, whether they are coming from the rivers, and the corresponding nutrition ratios of indicator, and these are the developed and ready by 2020. So floating plastic debris density refers to be modeled in as a macro and the microplastic distribution in the ocean. And due to the internet activity, also there is another kind of pollution in this ocean, because there are some cable lines floated into the oceans and they are monitored regularly. So we need to think over it, and we need to promote this kind of exercise around the world. And this is the really good activity of for the promotion of the sustainable for the promotion and as the information for the sustainable goal, because after increasing the scientific knowledge, research, and the technology for all these sustainable goals, ocean health is the mandatory requirement for getting taking into the account for the criteria and the guidelines on the transfer of marine technology in order to improve ocean health and to enhance the contribution of marine diverse biodiversity to the development of the developing countries, and in particular small island developing states and least developed countries. And like what we can promote support small scale fisheries, rather than going to the large industries, we can promote small scale fishers, because they are not harming the ecosystems especially. And there is a requirement to implement and enforce international sea law. So it must be mandatory that there must be implementation of a strict sea law, so that this legal framework will conserve and can use the sustainable oceans and their resources. And the future we want is came into the existence. Like what another thing is that we have seen the COVID-19 pandemic. So in COVID-19 pandemic, there were lot of waste regarding we can see the waste as the mask, our plastic mask, our sanitizer containers, our gloves, and much more. And specifically sea coastal areas, and it was an estimation that around 12 billion of single used face masks are being thrown out monthly, which poses a large threat to human health and the surrounding environment due to informal waste management in the many countries. So it is when we are talking about the uh, sustainable goals, so we must aware that yes, due to any kind of pandemic, due to any kind of our regular activity, whether it is harming the our ecosystem or not. So before throwing those waste nearby water and into the water, we must use the recycling activities, or we must use them into the some kind of fire exploits devices for make them fully tearable, so that they cannot harm the environment. And this is how we can save the earth from our end. So because it is an estimation that every year we are throwing about 5 to 12 million metric tons of plastic into the ocean. And this is the carbon emission produced by human activities. And when we are driving the cars and driving the cars, when we are having the heat exposure from the AC uses by the AC, and heat exposure by the industrial heats. So our ocean to warm and increase the acid level in the water. And this is really extremely bad for animals and organisms that live in the sea, as the acid can break the organism's shells and damage coral reefs. So all of us need to help to protect our seas. We can suggest our neighbors, we can suggest our friends, we can suggest anyone whom we are meeting when we are traveling, said that you need to throw those plastic bottles not in the waste. You can reuse them. You can just make them tearable. And when next time when you are going to the beach, bring a reusable bag to collect garbage, so it does not enter the water. As an individual, we must do anything what we can do to save the oceans and to save the earth. Thank you so much.
Thank you, dear Dr. Aditi Sharma. Thank you very much, Dr. Ajay Jain sir, to introduce such a beautiful, such a wonderful, such a brilliant speaker on this global platform. Thank you, Dr. Ajay Jain. Thank you very much. Here, I would like to mention that the whole team Research Foundation of India is with us for the day 14 and for the day 16 to address the crucial issues of the Sustainable Development Goal 14 and the Goal 16. So thank you very much, Team Research Foundation of India. Thank you very much. Dear Dr. Aditi Sharma, I would like to request you, ma'am, would you be able to do this gesture?
Can you please show me that gesture? Actually, I was
yes,
not there.
Ma'am, dear this. Yes, ma'am, like this. Like this, ma'am.
I cannot see.
Yes, ma'am, just join your hands.
Yeah, put
like
your hands
me
together like namaskar.
Yes,
okay.
namaskar.
Yes. Okay.
Yes, yes. That's very good, ma'am. That's very good. Beautiful pic, ma'am. Beautiful pic. Thank you, dear ma'am. Thank you very much. Yes, thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Bravo. Khatuno. Yes, Khatunosto. Thank you very much, dear, for joining us. Thank you, dear. So, yes, today this is the end of the Global Peace and Sustainable Development Summit 2023, day 14. Thank you, dear Aditi Sharma, ma'am, for joining us. Thank you very much. Yes.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, we will miss her today, but she came finally.
She came finally. Yes, yes.
Yeah, I'm really sorry that I was late due to my other activity. Thank you so much.
No, no, ma'am. No, no, not at all, ma'am. Yes. So dear Lizzie, please share your experience, dear. Yes, dear Lizzie, are you there? Khatunosto, are you there? Yes. Now I would like to request the whole team of Georgia, please switch on your camera if possible. Actually, they are from the since morning. Yes, just hold on. Let me check. Dear Khatunotwa, yes. Dear, if possible, please switch on your camera. No. Dear Lizzie, I think the classes are going on there. Yes. Anyway, thank you very much, each and everyone. Thank you very much for joining us on the day 14. to address the very crucial issue, marine protection and the marine pollution. Thank you, Brigadier Sushil. Your presentation was really awesome. Thank you, Dr. Aditi, for joining us. Thank you, Dr. Ajay Jain and the whole team of Research Foundation of India. I would like to thank also the whole team of Expression Learning Resource Private Limited. Actually, just because of the team Expression Learning Resource Private Limited, actually we have shared this global platform. We actually did it all the days in a very well and a very systematic manner. So thank you the whole team of Expression Learning Resource Private Limited. Here I would like to request to dear Christiana, dear Lizzie, dear whole team of Georgia, Brigadier Sushil, please like and follow the page of Expression Learning Resource Private Limited, and please make the review on the page of Expression English, because the whole team of Expression Learning Resource Private Limited actually putting their best efforts to educate all the young minds about the SDGs. That means Sustainable Development Goals, the global goals. The whole team of Expression Learning Resource Private Limited, the technical team, especially I'm talking about the technical team, the whole technical team wake up early from this means since 7 o'clock each and every day, and they go to the different college daily for the live streaming from that particular college. So thank you Kalash sir, thank you Lisa ma'am, thank you Mostam sir, thank you Shruti ma'am, and I am actually truly humbled and honored to the Bharti Kankwani ma'am. Bharti Kankwani ma'am is one of the our global convener from the team Expression Learning Resource Private Limited. And just because of her efforts, actually the whole team Witty Gossip Association is directly collaborated with the team Expression Learning Resource Private Limited to conduct this whole summit. So thank you, Dr. Bharti ma'am. Thank you, Lisa ma'am. Thank you each and everyone. Thank you, Shruti. You can see all the creatives are actually marvelous, fantastic. All the creatives are fantastic. Actually, the credit goes behind this creative work to Shruti. Shruti ma'am is one of the person who is taking care of all the creatives. So thank you, Shruti ma'am. Thank you very much. Thank you, Bharti ma'am, to lead the whole creative team, to lead the team of Expression Learning Resource Private Limited. So thank you each and everyone for doing his or her best efforts to conduct this summit. Thank you, Christiana. Every day since 5 a.m. you wake up, you joined with us. So thank you, dear Christiana. Thank you very much. Thank you. Yes.
Dr. Supriya?
So yes, dear ma'am.
Yeah, sorry to interrupt.
No,
I would
no
like
issue,
to congratulate you and thank you so much for being such a leader, a great leader, and also Madam Bharti, who has been leading the creative team. But you are the mobilizer, the frontliner of this conference. So without you, we have no motivation to move forward. Thank you so much for encouraging, supporting, and driving all of us to perform all this while. Thank you, Dr. Supriya and Ma'am Bharati and the team. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone. As I said before, that we have lots of supports from the different teams. Like we have the support from the team Medicapes University. We have the support from the team Oriental University Indore. Just because of team Oriental University Indore, actually every day I will be able to put my views, able to moderate the session. So there are lots of support from the different team. We have these different foreign speakers just because of team Witty Gossip Association, because team Witty Gossip Association every day collaborate with the different countries, different speakers. So as I said that we have almost 100 plus speakers around the world. So thank you very much, Team Witty Gossip Association. Thank you very much, Team Expression Learning with Resource Private Limited. Thank you all the colleges. And please don't forget to join tomorrow, because we will have the wonderful collaboration with the team Devi Atre Government School. It is a very renowned government school, and our global convener, Bharti Kanwani ma'am, will lead tomorrow's session. And actually, the 14 girls from the Devi Atre school give their presentations, give their speeches to address the Sustainable Development Goal 15, Life on Land. So please don't forget to join tomorrow, because tomorrow we have directly live streaming from the Devi Atre Government School. Our Honorable District Education Officer from the Indore city, from the Madhya Pradesh state of the Central India, will join us on the SDG 15 on 15th April. So please stay with us. Please join us on the day 15. Thank you, each and everyone. Thank you very much. I am Dr. Supriya Pathak signing off. Thank you, each and everyone. Thank you very much.
Bye.